It's about $10 per box and bundle. But what really is upsetting is that there's also local and state taxes. In New York State, just got a letter in the mail saying that we've gone from 37 to 46% tobacco tax. So not only am I paying a much higher federal tax rate, but now I'm paying tax on that tax because the manufacturer, they're probably not going to separate the tax out of the product. So I'm now paying tobacco tax on top of tobacco tax. And it was already grossly out of proportion. 37% is just ridiculous. In fact, I sent New York State a check for more money than I made this month.
Excellent.
Which is nice.
It's wonderful. The country that we're living in is
he's wonderful.
Villainizing
he's
tobacco
a
instead and
taking care of
cigars.
children like that.
Let's be honest, it's cigarettes that are causing the problem, not cigars.
I'm not even sure if there is a cigarette problem.
I wouldn't say cigarettes are causing insurance problems for children.
Right.
Not so much, not children per se, but of all the problems caused by tobacco, what percentage
costs,
is being caused by people smoking
about,
cigars?
Offsetting all the health costs.
Very minimal. But the loose tobacco, the roll your own tobacco, went up $21 per pound, which I think is a cruel way of taxing people away from, I guess, what's more natural or healthy tobacco into the Philip Morris and the R.J. Reynolds poison.
Yeah, it's a way of lessening the blow to the bigger companies because they may have taxed them higher, but we all know huge and money bag filled industries don't have to worry about that so much.
No.
They'll float.
They can take the hit.
Especially if you kill all their competition.
Right.
But it's the little guy who's
in the loose. The loose tobacco is their competition.
Absolutely.
Now you got to buy the Camels, you got to buy the Marlboros, you got to buy the whatever.
So how has this affected you directly? Because I know as a small proprietor of a online cigar shop,
all my prices are going to have to go up. What I'm trying to do, what a lot of the companies, what a lot of the retailers are doing is they're actually gouging their customers. As of April 1st, they've raised all their prices, even on their untaxed inventory,
right?
Which is kind of nasty. I'm not doing that.
Well, it is a way to make up for the losses they will actually,
I suppose.
But it's a little disingenuous.
It's gouging.
Sure. It's gouging.
So for all my customers, the product that I have, I'm not one of the big guys, so I don't have billions of boxes in stock, but whatever I do have will be untaxed until that product's out of the cycle and I get the new stuff in. So if you have any questions, if there's a brand that you like, give me a call, find out how much you can let me know what you like. I'll let you know how much I have so you can decide whether or not you want to stock up now. I hate to tell people to stock up now. It's kind of a sleazy thing to do, but...
No, but what you're doing is you're just giving them fair warning that, the stuff that you bought for a reasonable price before S-chip legislation will be sold, with that savings will be passed on to them.
I mean, this will change what people are spending on cigars, not a small amount. This is a real big tax.
What really upsets me is that the cigar industry has really done nothing creatively for the consumer to help with this new tax or help carry the load. Most manufacturers have not absorbed any of the cost. I don't think that the cigar industry has really done too much to help the regular cigar smoker with this new tax. What I think would be an ideal thing to do would be to get rid of all this unnecessary, overpriced packaging nonsense. I mean, here's a chest of cigars from Tarano. This is the Carlos Tarano Casa, or the Carlos Tarano Reserve Selected, which I think is a great cigar. Look at the chest this thing comes in.
What's that chest cost?
In
labor, where they're made.
Well, even if the labor is inexpensive, all of this.
Look at the individual
cedar trays. Do we really need to have all these cigars wrapped in blue ribbons?
It's a lot of pomp and circumstance.
It's a bunch of horse shit. Here's the thing. Most manufacturers don't separate the cost of the packaging from the wholesale value of the product. So all these retailers are paying a tobacco tax on packaging. That is to say, there are a few that are now starting to separate. For example, Drew Estates, which I love,
That's smart.
They separate the packaging costs from the wholesale value of the tobacco. So you get an invoice that says, here's what the tobacco's worth.
Right.
Now, if you want to make a few of these and give them to your cigar stores, that's fine. But once you get new product in, you can just replace the cigars in the same box.
Right.
Or make this with the box and all this nonsense and put them in a bundle so that people have the option to buy just the cigars. This is completely unnecessary, and the prices are just going up and up and up. I got to give a shout out to Jesus Fuego, who I just started to add to my site. He makes great products, and just recently he came out with the J Fuego 777s, which is fantastic Maduro. But he makes a box, and he also makes a bundle. It's the exact same cigar. But what he does is he puts 25 cigars in a bundle for the same price that you get 21 in a box. This isn't brain surgery. If you're upset, if you want more from your cigar, write, email. All these cigar manufacturers have websites. Let them know what you think, because I don't think anything is being done.
It's a nice option to give people a choice. Some people may want the box. Others just want
for
the
a gift.
cigars.
It's perfect. If you're going to, if you want to go into a wedding, you want to bring a box of cigars, bring the box. But this is just, look at these. Do you really need a glass tube?
I will say, in defense of this particular box, I will say that if you don't mind spending the extra money,
it's beautiful.
It's kind of nice.
But
there should be a lower cost option for people who maybe don't have as much money.
I mean, how much of the flavor from this piece of cedar wrapping around the cigar comes through? And what does it cost to have somebody wrap that around? And then put it in a glass tube
not cheap.
And vacuum seal it and put this shrink wrap material over it?
I have a particular preference for tubes such as that, being that, of course...
You like to smuggle cigars across international lines?
Not only that.
Makes for
it
can easily be smuggled where you need to put it.
My earliest memories of childhood was swimming around in a tube.
All right, back to the cigars. We're smoking the Arganese ML3s. Keith's having the Connecticut. Has a grayish, sort of black and gray ash. The burn's pretty even. The flavors that are coming through are definitely full flavored. This has almost a leathery, a rich leathery, but yet kind of strangely sweet finish to it, with a little bit of maybe coffee, and then a ton of spice. There is just a ton of spice.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking up on the spice. The general flavor you get from smoking it for a period of time is definitely heavy. It's got a caramel flavor, but every pull, the end of the pull, you definitely taste the spice.
Yes, I haven't smoked a ton of these, but these are the newest from Arganese. And the sister cigar to the ML3 is the CL3, which stands for Corojo Ligero ×3. It may be a good idea. I took these out of the cellophanes a few hours before we smoked these, kind of let them sit around. The draw is good. It's not a 10 draw, though. It may need to just be a little, maybe need to be stored just a little drier. But if you have never had Arganese, they make a Nicaraguan, a Dominican, and a Maduro. And Keith's having the Connecticut. So this is your time to shine, Keith. Tell us, what are you tasting? What roller coaster of flavors is this cigar putting you through?
Not very much. I'll be honest. It's very, very light. I enjoy a lighter tasting cigar. Extremely mild. Smokes very easily. Nice draw. I enjoy it. Not a ton of taste, but the taste that you do get is extremely pleasant.
And you're not very far on that either. So as it goes down,
we're going to get a little more taste. Yeah, yeah. It's so far very, very nice.
All right,
great.
Okay, let's polish off this Chianti.
All right.
I'm not blown away.
Not blown away, but it's not bad. I really want to taste the dog sweat.